According to the CDC, around 55,000 people died by suicide just last year, making it the second leading cause of death in the U.S. And while there are hundreds of resources available to people, talking about suicide and mental health is still a difficult topic to cover, especially with children. UpNorthLive's Nicole Long met with one woman who's using her own story of suicide to help others start that conversation. She joins us live now from the UpNorthLive Content Center with what both parents and students can learn from Shandy Longcore. Nicole.
Maya, when she was just 10 years old, Shandy Longcore attempted to take her own life, and it's what happened afterwards that she now teaches others.
I share my childhood suicide attempt story and in hopes to ultimately prevent suicide and obviously life's insights as well.
It was a bad haircut, an argument with her dad, and an unlocked gun case.
While I was left alone to ponder my next move, and unfortunately this is where I got it all wrong. No note, no thinking, no stopping my impulsive self.
At the last minute, Shandy switched from the left side of her chest to the right, something that would ultimately save her life. But what her community knew of the incident was a different story.
If you were close to us or if you were part of our church family, you knew the truth, but it was so tough to talk about. We actually enjoyed, for a while anyway, hiding behind that headline, "Child accidentally shot." And it, I think we've come a long way since then.
From hiding behind a headline to telling her whole story, back where it all started.
To be in my hometown is very nostalgic and a beautiful thing. I'm so excited that the town of Kalkaska and the leaders in this town care to talk about it. They care to give their community members and their students the tools.
At Kalkaska High School, students spend one day a week in their advisory talking about social and emotional learning.
Sometimes those topics come up. A lot of times what generates the discussion, though, would be assemblies like this.
After talking to parents, Shandy talks to high school and middle school students.
We'll dive into the importance of talking, getting through the what I call the millisecond, and we'll go into mental health strategies along with making a difference in the life of someone else.
I hope that they find ways to be kinder to each other and that they know that if they need to reach out, they can. There are resources in this area, people here to support them.
Resources were given out afterwards, including a list of every organization in Kalkaska that provides support. If you or someone you know is struggling with their mental health or might be suicidal, there are resources available. You can call the Suicide and Crisis Hotline at 988 at any hour of any day to talk to someone. Reporting live for UpNorthLive News, Nicole Long, back to you.